Hey guys, good morning. I hope that everybody's having a great morning today. We're gonna try to do a vlog. I haven't done like a full family vlog in quite a long time. We've just been having a lot going on. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Danny. I have autism, ADHD, auditory processing disorder. I have dysgraphia, I'm dyslexic, and I have POTS, which is a chronic illness. And my oldest daughter has autism and dysgraphia and is dyslexic. My middle daughter has autism and pathological demand avoidance and some other major health crises going on that we don't have the diagnosis for yet, but we're working through. So you'll be seeing a lot of that. I haven't updated you guys on much of that recently. And then Everly has been going through different things for, the doctor thought she was narcoleptic. We're pretty sure she's autistic. She's on the wait list still. She's 5, she just turned 5. And so we're pretty sure she's autistic, and we're pretty sure she has ARFID and eating disorder as well. So this is our life. It's been a little crazy, and we haven't really been vlogging a whole lot or updating you guys on everything, but that's only because just how crazy it's been. So we're gonna try to do a vlog today, and hopefully it turns out good. There's no school anymore, so I don't have to worry about homeschooling and all that stuff on top of doing a vlog and editing it. So yeah. Welcome along for our journey. I'm sorry I look like crap this morning. It's nice and early in the morning. I don't even have my Apple Watch on yet. But today's gonna be a fun day. We should be going to dance today and hopefully it turns out well. So welcome back to the vlogs. Or if you're new here, hi, welcome. Just put in a grocery order at Walmart, so that should be coming soon. Sorry for the flashing lights. My laptop is like strobing next to me. And I don't even know anymore. I just took migraine meds because Everly and Kaylee have been screaming and shrieking at each other for about an hour. Both of them are very, 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 very on edge today. So it's taking just the smallest thing to set both of them off. Everly is now upstairs. I have no idea what she's doing, but she stormed off upstairs. Kaylee seems to be a little bit better now that they're in separate rooms. Basically, we live life like this. We have to keep the two of them separated constantly or nobody can function because they clash. They can't mesh together. They can't get along. They just clash if they're in the same room. So we have to keep two of our kids separated at all times, and it's really difficult and it sucks. But anyway, through all of that, I finally got in an order at Walmart because since we have dance today, I make them these little lunch boxes that they eat on the way home. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit, but I needed to get stuff to fill the lunch boxes with. So that's what I've done. I'm sure you guys can tell I've been going through a war. Life has been so hard. Anyway, one of the things I need to do this morning, and hopefully I can actually do it because I've left the room. Yeah, she's already calling for me. I've left the room. Yes, you can. We're going to see how long I can actually have it down here, if I can make this phone call I need to make, because I can't really leave Kaylee's field of vision. If I do that, then the world is ending. So once I leave her field of vision, she starts to shut down and then she will come find me. She's playing Roblox with Madeline, but we'll see. Yeah. Here she is. That's all I got. The little bit of time talking to you, that's all the time I got before she comes and finds me, because she can't handle anything if I'm like not right there with her.
Because nobody's up there for me.
Madeline's up there and I'll be right back.
No, I need a grown up, I said.
Okay, well, can you go up there and then I'll be up in a minute?
No!
I have to make a phone call, sweetheart.
No.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. I don't know if I'll get any time again. So anyway, I don't know what I was saying. I got laid off from my job when I was pregnant with Kaylee. I'm at a non-disclosure agreement that I'm not allowed to talk about the things that happened to me while I was there for the layoff. So you can put 2 and 2 together to probably figure out how that went. So anyway, I got laid off from my job while I was pregnant with Kaylee, and then I started teaching after that. I worked in IT And then I was working on my special education degree while I was laid off, and I started teaching online, and I did my special ed stuff, had Kaylee, and then I had Everly, and the pandemic hit, and so I primarily taught online, and then things with Kaylee started getting too difficult. Even I couldn't teach online because Danny was working. I didn't have anybody to watch the kids. I started coaching with Alexis. We coached for 10 years, but towards the end of that, I couldn't even go to my practices because either nobody wanted to watch Kaylee or I would have to bring her, and then I'm sure you guys can figure out how that went. So I just started having like no help and everything with all of that. So I had to quit teaching. Danny's job took us to Florida for a year, sent us back here. And then I started trying to find little odds and end jobs, and I couldn't hold any of them again because of Kaylee. I think 3 days. 3 days was the longest I lasted. What's happening is we're applying for the home health aide, and we are training myself to be her home health aide. We submitted all the paperwork once and it got super screwed up. They said they're declining it because she is in public school full-time with no aide functioning properly, which is far from the truth. She is not in school. She collects compulsory attendance through an online school, and she completes absolutely no work because she's unable to. We've had people from the state and from the school here observing her to show that she is unable to do anything in school. So they've seen that. We've got reports. We've got hundreds and hundreds of pages of documentation showing that she can't complete any schoolwork. She's unable to do it. She's stretched down. She basically, it's almost like somebody having a seizure, but she's, instead of like shaking and kind of being unconscious, she's conscious. It's not a seizure, but she's not in control, just as if somebody who was having a seizure is not in control. She experiences the same like uncontrollable type stuff. So anyway, I have to call them because it got all screwed up. They denied it the first time around, and it has been months and months and months and months of trying to make this work. And I think that our insurance is just not going to work with it. The secondary insurance, I think I'm going to have to switch because there's other people that I've talked to whose kids do not have her nervous system disability. They're just autistic with incontinence, and they got approved like no problem to care for their child. Like, to me, that's wild, because Kaylee is incontinent at night, so that still counts as incontinence even though she's 6 years old. And on top of all the other things, when she has these issues, she can't walk, she can't talk, she can't eat, she can't use the bathroom. Like, she's incapable of functioning. She's almost like a newborn child when she has these episodes, and our insurance keeps declining it. So I'm probably gonna have to switch insurances, but I'm gonna call, see if they've made a decision on it, and see if I can go from there. This is not turning out to be the vlog I wanted it to be. I was thinking I was just gonna call the agency and everything and just be like, we're still waiting. Now I've been on the phone for 3 hours. I've redone my nails this whole time. The kids have been going absolutely insane. It's now lunchtime. When I started this, I think it was like 8:30 or 9 in the morning, and now it's almost noon. Hi. Kaylee, please. She has been irritating. Okay, so let me try to update you without kids getting in the way. Okay, so I called insurance, Molly, and the agency. So when we did the first, I guess, claim or prior authorization or whatever for this, it got really screwed up. They denied it, and the denial almost looked like it was for a totally different kid that was not Kaylee. I called in asking for information about that, and the agent accidentally submitted an appeal on my behalf without my consent. I had to call back in, and I talked to 2 people who both of them submitted a withdrawal to the appeal so that it wouldn't do the appeal, because once you do the appeal process, so you get like a hearing day and you have to like show up to a meeting and explain yourself and all this stuff and like say why it still needs to go through and everything like that. We didn't want to do that because the information that the insurance company had was so messed up. And like I said, it almost looked like it wasn't for my kid, saying that she's like in school and that we already have 2 trained people in the house working with her. Like it was just, it was not at all for Kaylee. So we wanted to basically delete that whole thing out of the system and start over. And so that's what we did. They put in the withdrawal and all this stuff. Well, they told us then that they denied the second one because the other one is in an appeal. It's not in an appeal. And not only that, but then I ended up getting paperwork saying that our appeal was denied and all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, well, we didn't put the appeal in. Hi, Kaylee. I'm never gonna be able to get through this. Holy moly, she just came in the camera and just started taking all of her clothes off so that I couldn't record. Okay, what was I saying? Anyway, the withdrawal, 2 people submitted with the withdrawal. The withdrawals were ignored. So after they were in, they ended up not doing the withdrawal, and they went through with the appeal process but did not tell me they were doing it. So a hearing day for the initial appeal was on April 25th. I didn't know it existed, so I didn't show up to it because I wasn't supposed to show up to it. I didn't give consent to do the appeal in the first place. They sent me a letter saying that it was denied. I didn't show up to the hearing, which means that I didn't have any additional information, so they were going to proceed with the denial. And then I had 120 days to do a second level appeal. So I called back and I was like, listen, I didn't submit any of this. Please remove all of it, blah, blah, blah. They did the withdrawal again. The case was supposed to be totally closed. It wasn't supposed to exist anymore, any of that. So we could resubmit a second time. That second time we resubmitted. Today they just told me that they declined it because the other one is in that 120-day appeal and they can't do anything until the appeal is closed, which takes the entire 120 days. So I can't resubmit anything for 120 days, which is still another 2 months from today. So anyway, I just spent, that was like 2 hours on the phone with the people trying to figure it out. The agents like totally get it. They can listen to the call to see where it was not supposed to be submitted. They can see the 2 withdrawals, that the 2 withdrawals were submitted. And for whatever reason, they still went ahead and did the appeal, and somebody royally screwed up somewhere and is causing us problems. So they've emailed that team. They don't do phone calls on the team that screwed it all up. So they did an email. I'm supposed to be getting a call back. However, our second one was already declined. So now I'm gonna have to restart back at the beginning again. And we needed this to be done like last year. Like we've been waiting so long for this to go through. Like I said, I had to leave my job and everything. So I have no income. This is my parents' house. This is not my house. I don't have my own house because of all the stuff that we're going through with her. We can't afford to do that right now. So my parents have graciously let us live in their house for the past 2 years with them, driving them absolutely insane, causing chaos and breaking things in their house because we are not to a point where we are stable enough to live on our own again until all this stuff goes through, because this has put such a wrench in our life with medical bills and medical appointments and all kinds of stuff that we can't be on our own right now until this thing with Kaylee goes through and we figure all of her stuff out. And now the insurance company is causing all these problems. So I am going to be going out to the building, whatever it is, human health, whatever it is, to pick up paperwork to change our insurance to another insurance that other family members in the area are using for their children that got approved, who do not have as severe of a case as Kaylee does. But they got approved for all of this like super quick and easily. So I think we're gonna have to switch insurance companies in order to finally have this go through. So I'm gonna pick up the paperwork for that. I'm gonna fill it all out. I'm gonna have it ready to go so that in the case that the insurance that I have now calls back and tells us that they can't fix this and we have to wait that 120 days, we're gonna drop this insurance and switch to another insurance and resubmit with a new insurance and try again. So it's been rough. It has been rough. So this was not the vlog. It's not turning out the way I wanted it to be. I wanted this to be like a really like uplifting, like this is how we survive our day with autism and demand avoidance and blah, blah, blah. And now it's just stressful. So, but anyway, I guess I'll have to update you guys on everything else that's going on in life, because this is just the tip of the iceberg with Kaylee. We have a whole other slew of medical problems going on with her as well. So I'll do that in another day, because otherwise this is going to be super long. So I'll make another video on that later. This is a need all the coffee in the world kind of day at this point. So Evie just lost her mind on Maddie for something that typically happens. It's 1:30 right now. Usually around 3 o'clock, Evie has a massive meltdown. It's at 3 o'clock almost every single day. Has a massive meltdown about something. It's usually something very minor, nothing huge, but has a massive meltdown, screams at everyone, and then goes upstairs, lays in bed, and passes out. So I'm thinking that's what just happened now, except it's an hour and a half early today, which is fine by me because we have dance, and she cannot go to dance with that attitude. So yeah, but this is It's an everyday thing. So she is 5 and she will still do this. She'll have this big meltdown and she'll take like a 3-hour nap. So she'll probably wake up at like 4:30, but I'll let you guys know. Okay, I am back from the office where you have to like switch everything around. They gave me some information about switching Kaylee to a different insurance provider to see if we can get this work. I have not heard back yet from our current insurance provider. So I don't know if they're getting anywhere with that at all today. I guess I could always call them back at the end of the day if I need to, but I haven't heard anything, so I'll probably call back tomorrow morning to see what's happening with that. But I'm guessing we're just gonna have to give up on our current insurance. They've already dropped the ball. Like 3 different people screwed it up the first time, and then they're just being horrible. So I don't know that I necessarily want to go through all of this a third time with the same insurance, and that I can trust them to not screw up all of the information this time around, since they've already messed it up twice. It's not even my fault. And my guess is, they probably do this kind of stuff on purpose because they're just trying to avoid paying for the services. So I know they're just going to keep trying to delay it as long as possible, just so they don't have to pay it. Like, it's insurance companies, that's probably what they're doing. They will fight and fight and fight so that they don't have to pay something. And I think that's kind of what's happening here. I did have somebody give me information about getting a free healthcare attorney who will actually take this to court and fight the medical insurance company about it, because we have all the proof that we need to get these services. They're just dropping the ball and really messing things up. So we could take it to court and get a free attorney. I don't know that I want to go that route. It's going to take so long. So I might try to switch insurance providers first. And then if I have to go the attorney route, I'll do that. While these hooligans are here playing on their iPads, Hey, excuse me. What are you eating out of the dance bag? All right, so
Look at my shoe. Look at Daddy's shoe.
I have to go through all the dance stuff from the recital. Are you trying to get the crushed up goldfish out of the bag? I think that's what you're trying to do. So anyway, I have to go through and I have to reorganize all of this before dance. So these are the little containers that I use to fill up for their little snacks after or during dance if they come out and they're hungry. So I'll fill some stuff. I usually put like ham or pepperoni for Kaylee in these, and then I'll fill them up with some fruit or some goldfish and such. So we're gonna go ahead and see what I've got to put in there. So here's what we have. This is Everly's. She's been eating some blueberries, but not a whole lot, and she hasn't eaten any ham at all. So I'm going to put it in there and see if she eats it. She may only eat the strawberries and the chips out of this. This one is Kaylee's. She loves pepperoni. She's been addicted to cheese sticks recently. Strawberries, blueberries, chips. Maddie asked for an Uncrustable, so I'm going to have to put foil on top of this because the lid won't fit on. But an Uncrustable cheese stick, and then I gave her strawberries, chips, and then she likes these little, they're almost like Chips Ahoy, but they're Aldi brand and they're crunchy. So she really likes those. So that is what we're bringing with us to dance. And then here's this. They all stuck up nice. Got the foil on top so that Uncrustable doesn't fall out. And we're going to go put this in a little lunchbox to take with us. I do want to mention it is now just about 4:20 and I still haven't heard back from the insurance company, so I'm guessing we're not getting anywhere today with all of the insurance stuff for Kaylee. Here's the lunchbox, and I don't know if you'll be able to see or not. There's an ice pack right there in between the layers. I've got an ice pack to keep everything nice and cold. Now, they only have 1 class today. Sometimes they've got 2 or 3 classes where I've got to keep the stuff extra cold, but we only have 1, so this should be fine. I'll keep it in the fridge until we leave. In the winter, though, I can just leave it in the car because it gets cold here. So this is our dance bag that I got off Amazon for like 10 bucks. I still have the retail label on here. It says it was $70. I have no idea, but it was on sale on Amazon for 10 bucks. So I got it. It has wheels with a handle. The kids like to pull it themselves, but do you mind? Okay, so I've got the lunchbox in here. Each kid has their own dance bag. So there's 3 dance bags with the shoes and everything they need for today's class. The only thing I need to do now is get them changed and fill up their water bottles, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, we're home, and Evie actually ate her whole box. And Kaylee ate almost all of it. Maddie's still working on hers. And then they're working through those ice pops. I don't know what happened to this one, but working through the ice pops that I was just showing you guys. Evie and Kay have theirs, and Maddie's gonna take one once she is done with her dinner. But I don't know what happened to this guy. He's a little messed up, but that's okay. And here's what Maddie ate. I'll eat these because these are good, but that's what she ate. Alrighty guys, I don't think I ended the vlog, so thanks for watching. Yeah, we pretty much got home from dance, ate our ice pops, and went to bed. So the next one is gonna be super extra crazy. I don't know how we're gonna do this. The dance schedule changed. We were going 2 different days, and now it changed, and now we are going on the same day as OT. So I'm gonna try to vlog that day, which would be the following vlog, but literally today as I'm recording this. That day we're gonna go to OT. We're gonna come home for like 2 hours, and we're gonna turn back around and go to dance. And they're not in the same town. Like there's not a lot of stuff where we're at, so we have to like drive all over the place to get to different places. So yeah, it's gonna be a crazy day, and I'm hoping it works out well. It's the first time we're gonna be trying OT followed by dance, and hopefully it works out okay because they're gonna be doing that all through the school year and stuff. So it's gonna be a hectic day. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.